Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our show on Marketing Mavens. The guest in our episode today is Mr. Ramesh Narayan. Viewers, I know him for the last 25 years, but I don't know where do I begin to introduce him. Do we talk about the fact that he retired from running a successful advertising agency when he was just 50? And then he had an amazing second innings in the advertising industry matters and in the space of social development. Can you imagine he has never made an invoice after 2006? Incredible. Or that he is most awarded man in the advertising industry and most shy also. Or that he had headed most advertising agency associations and the premier Rotary Club of Mumbai. Interestingly, Mr. Narayan did not keep the secret of his amazing journey, both during first and second innings. He rather codified it by writing a book, A Different Route to Success. And if you read it, success could be yours too. RepublicWorld.com and Republic Media Network felt privileged to present the man himself, Mr. Ramesh Narayan, for a quick conversation with him. Mr. Narayan, may we start asking you a few questions so that we can walk through your mind?
Thank you, Bhaskar. That was a very, very generous introduction. And I'd like to thank you as well as Republic for having me here. All yours.
So I'll start with the first question, which is perhaps might appear to be standard, but that should be the beginning for walking through your mind. When and why did you think of writing this book, A Different Route to Success? And the book is, I wanted to show this book to our viewers so they know who is the author.
Okay. The thought was actually implanted in my mind by my son Ishan about half a year back maybe, when he said that, look, Dad, I keep hearing about this rather different life that you have had. Don't you think it would be an interesting book to write? After that, another friend of mine came to me and said that, look, why don't you write a book about, is there life after retirement? Because he felt that my retirement or the post-retirement phase was a very interesting phase. And so I said, okay, let me try to do that. I began, as you know, with retiring in the book. And then I thought that it can't actually be only about the life after retirement. It needed to be contextual. So I kept kind of flipping back and forth. And at the end of about a month, I had a book. So that's it.
That's a nice small answer, I must say that, but that's a good thinking, thanks to your son. Mr. Narayan, you have an eclectic mix of an advertising man, a writer, a photographer, and an active facilitator of developmental sector. How do you assimilate all these divergent roles in your persona? Didn't you find any conflict?
Well, I think my persona is actually a part writer, part ad man, part photographer, and I think all the rest is actually social space. My first love was actually writing, and I wanted to in fact get into journalism. In my book, I narrate the tale of how I landed a job in one of the big national newspapers. But in those days, unlike now, the journalists were not paid well. And so I was told at home, you are an honest chap and you also enjoy the good things in life. So if you end up as a journo, you will either be corrupt or you will be miserable. So instead of that, why don't you write copy? So you can indulge in your, in your passion for writing and earn an honest buck as well. And so I thought that I should start an advertising agency, and I did. Happily, I was able to indulge my passion for writing with my various columns which I had in many newspapers and magazines. Photography is, I'm an amateur actually. I love to actually travel, and wherever I go, my camera also goes. And so I compile an annual calendar which I inflict on all my good friends like you. And, people, seem to like it. And as far as the advertising goes, of course, it was my life. So I have spent almost now about 40 years in the advertising industry. And in the last 20 years or so, I've been active in the social space as well. And I can tell you that has been the most gratifying part of my life.
So it's a loss for journalism, but gain for advertising industry. But of course, I must say that you have balanced it well, and you have balanced it very well, in fact, both in writing as well as in advertising. So at the end of each chapter of this book, you have mentioned the lessons you have learned during your journey. And I find that each of them are actually the success sutras for any individual. Now tell me one thing, Mr. Narayan, that are these lessons codified as a subsequent realization, or were they practiced as unconscious competence in your character?
Let me first say that success sutras is a lovely phrase. I wish I had heard it earlier. I would have put them in my book. But I must also say that it was an unconscious thing. I think each one's nature dictates how one thinks and acts, and my nature dictated me to act in that way, and I have just codified them.
No, in an attention deficit disorder ecosystem, I find those lessons are very important, that even if you don't read the full book, even the lessons can help individual navigate their various stages of life, and you are so candid and honest about it. I think that's what really attracts.
Thank you. The idea was, that as you see, it's a pretty slim book. So it's, it doesn't take a lot of time to read. So the effort was that for most people, especially like you, it should just be a pleasant reading experience. And for younger people, and I don't mean young at heart because then you are a baby, but for the more, young in age, they might be able to, take away something from these learnings and hopefully make their own lives a little easier.
No, you are being modest. I think that's very useful. Even there, I find them relevant in my life too. Now, Ramesh, your journey, as you delineated in your book, through many empirical anecdotes, I don't know how do you remember it, prove one thing, that there is economics in integrity, and if one can, one must make a difference. Now tell me, who inspired you to these doctrines?
If I was inspired by anybody, and I don't mean particularly in this doctrine itself, but on the whole, it has been my own father. So, he is a larger than life figure in the book as well. And I unconsciously, semi-consciously, consciously imbibed quite a lot of his ideas, his views. He was a freedom fighter who refused to take a hell of a lot of land that he got as a gift from the government, and said that, look, you ought not to be paid for actually fighting for your country. And these are things which he hasn't really drilled into my head. I don't think you can actually drill things into anybody's head. He just talks about it himself, and you are there, you either imbibe it, absorb it or not. I think I did.
So usually values are not transferable to my mind, but your skill is that you have faith in your inspirators so much that you have imbibed them. Usually when you are under a big tree, you may not be able to blossom or grow, but you have got out of it and blossomed in your own way. So I think that's hats off for that.
Thank you so much.
A critical part of your journey, Ramesh, has been spent in advertising industry, which believes in building and accentuating brand salience. Now imagine in such an industry, how could you navigate with your trademark of shyness and utmost modesty?
Well, I must say that while I have always consciously tried to build the brand salience of my clients' brands, I have never bothered too much about whether I am seen as a brand or not. In fact, I used to always say that whatever you do, you should do well. In my advertising agency, we had these post-its for all our staff, and on top was printed the line, autograph your work with excellence. And I used to insist that whether it is a 1 crore print ad for HDFC Life or a small classified ad, one has to take the same amount of interest, same amount of concentration, and feel the same amount of pride when you see your work, either in print or on the screen or wherever. And take, for example, you are talking about the advertising industry. I just now impromptu remembered a line that a person called Mike Khanna said. You knew Mike Khanna.
Yeah.
He was the giant in our advertising industry. And he used to speak very, very softly, if you recall. And I asked him one day that, Mike, why do you speak in this soft way that I have to strain to actually hear you? So he said to me, Ramesh, please understand this. You don't have to scream in order to be heard, as long as what you say makes a lot of sense. So I think unconsciously, again, I've been living the line which I have always said, that do whatever you're doing, give it your 100%. Do not bother about its returns. And I can promise you, at some stage, money, recognition will actually court you.
That's indeed very, very valuable observation. Before I close, one point I wanted to mention to you. You have hidden something in your book. You have not mentioned it. Maybe that's for the next book. Do you know you could have been a fantastic HR head, because whoever has worked with you, they never left you. And before you closing down your agency at an early age, you waited for everyone to get job. This is incredible.
I don't know about HR, but it's the H part of it, I think, which is most important. At the end of the day, if you have that humanity in you and you don't see your colleagues as a resource, but more as a fellow human being, Then I think, these things will come on its own.
That's very nice of you. Ladies and gentlemen, what we covered in this episode on Mr. Ramesh Narayan is only a glimpse of his multifaceted personality. His book has more gems hidden into it, and you cannot afford to miss it. Mr. Narayan has always been inspired by a cause that impacts people. Even the revenue from this book goes towards charity. So now, viewers, you know your route to success starts from here. Thank you, sir. We at therepublicworld.com and Republic Network feel great to have you with us.
Catch the biggest breaking news updates, the most agenda-setting exclusives, and all of Arnav's debates only on Republic World's YouTube page. So head on over, like, comment, share, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button to always be the first to know.